Hello, I am so excited you are here to join me for another workout. Today we will be seated and focusing on our legs. I have a long resistance band with me today to help me increase the workload for my leg muscles. You can also use a band that will fit around the thighs. Some minor adjustments may be needed with that. And of course you can use nothing at all and just focus on the moves without any increased difficulty. Go ahead, get set up. Please make sure that you are subscribed so that you don't miss future workouts, and we'll get moving right now. If you don't already, go ahead and put the band to the back of your chair or somewhere handy while we get warmed up and stretched out. And then we'll go ahead and grab that when we get into some of the bigger work moves. Nice, easy kicks here to the front. And I really want you to take it slow, so don't kick with a lot of force. Straighten out the legs. Check in with the knees, see how they're feeling today. This is a low impact workout. We will not be doing a lot of stuff that should aggravate the knee or the ankle joints, but it's always good just to see how they're feeling. We're gonna add in a little bit of a hamstring stretch with this, so the right leg reaches up, reach the left hand forward and back. Switch it to the other side. Let those hamstrings get nice and warm. If you are not able to kick the foot up and reach forward, you can keep it low and stretch on the hamstrings there, just the same. Same exact stretch, it just looks different. Very good here. And we'll warm up through the outside thighs of the legs. So we're gonna tap just the toe of the right foot in and out. Good, not so difficult with this one, but again, we're just warming up. We'll get into the heavier stuff in a bit. We have 5 more on this side. Last one here, and then same thing, tap the left toes in and out. Try not to turn the body. We're opening the hip and drawing that back in. Tighten up those core muscles, let them help the body maintain proper form here. 5 more on this side. Very good, last one, take it in, toe taps here to the front. Some of our moves today, I will have modifications for, so some of our moves will be standing. If you choose to stay seated, I will have modifications for you, so don't worry, don't panic. There's something here for everybody today. We have very few standing moves anyways. It's just a way to increase the work. Tap those toes. I'm sure the fronts of the legs are burning a little bit, but you've got this. And then take those heels out to the front. You can wiggle those hips forward in the chair and take them a little bit wider, or you can keep them to the front, whatever works for you. Again, we are just warming up, but I want those toes flexing all the way up towards you, stretching through the backs of the ankles. Working on good ankle mobility here. You have to be able to move those ankles to be able to walk and balance and move and function properly. And this is a nice, easy stretch to warm them up as well. And we'll go over, we'll pull the right foot in, and we're just going to lift that foot on up and turn the foot in and out. Now, I'm not moving my whole leg. It's for the ankle again. So watch your right kneecap and then look down below it and see those toes moving all the way to the right and the left side of the kneecap. If your knee is in place, then you have got this. You are doing A-okay, and you will feel that front shin muscle working in there too. Set that one down. Left side here. Again, just look for the placement of that kneecap. Make sure that the toes are kind of pendulum swinging to each side of it. If your move isn't really big here today, it's going to be different for everyone's flexibility level. So if it's a little bit smaller, that's okay. It's still a good stretch and it'll get bigger over time. A few more here with this one. And then we'll start picking up the heart rate and working into the bigger muscle groups. Nice march here. And to get that heart rate going, let's move those arms as well. It could be opposite knee or same side, whatever fits your body's natural movement pattern best here. As long as you are moving, then I am happy. Now we're kind of at a quick, brisk walking pace. Let's see if we can take that a little bit lower and take it to a nice jog. Land the ball of the foot softly onto the floor. So we're kind of slowing down there just at the bottom to make sure that we are not crashing into the floor below us and creating a lot of impact in those ankle and knee joints. Beautiful job. Take it on down. We're gonna go ahead and repeat that. And this time I'm gonna give you a standing option. If you choose not to do it, that is totally fine. Listen to what is best for your body today. Nice walking pace here. Very good. Remember to breathe. Remember to sit up. Keep that spine nice and tall. Wherever those hands want to go, you can skip them if there is just enough going on here in the legs. Let's speed up that march. Try not to start falling back towards your chair or slouching forward. Stay tall. Spine nice and long the whole way through. Take that to a little bit of a jog. Now I'm going to count you down. I'm going to give you 2 modifications here. You do not have to do them. You can skip them if you would like. 3, 2, 1. Both legs up. Come back to the jog. 3, 2, 1. Stand. Sit it back down. Back to the jog. Or just keep jogging in place. Whatever works for you. It's going to really get that heart rate up with any of these options. 3, 2, 1. And 3, 2, 1. Let's go one more time. Your choice here. 3, 2, messing with you guys a little bit. 1, take it up, sit it back down, and back to that jog. Very good. Take those legs in and out. Heart rate should be up. Muscles should be feeling nice and warm. So let's go ahead and get out your resistance band if you choose to work with that today. Underneath the right foot, make sure that it gets towards the arch and that I have these nice bumpy shoes, so it's very easy for me. But make sure that it's anchored really well to that right foot because you do not want this band to fly up towards you. Grab your handles, knee comes up, and you're just gonna press that foot out and down to the floor, kind of at a downward angle. So heel is driving towards the floor, the toes are staying up, and you are definitely watching what is happening with this band and the placement. Make sure that it is secure in place. Hug those abs in. Good. Let's take a few more here. 2, and last one. Beautiful job. Release that in. Slide a little more band over to get under both of those feet and hold those handles here. Take, if you have a band around your thighs, kind of a booty band, you don't have to hold on to anything. Step the right foot out. Keep the knee over the ankle. So as the foot comes wide, make sure that the knee isn't dipping in or widening out first. Body stays nice and solid. You can give yourself more or less band depending on how much work you need here. Good. Focus on breathing. Focus on keeping nice and tall in this body. If this leg is struggling here with this, challenge yourself, but pull back if you need to. Good, let's take just a few more of these here. We'll do 3, 2, and 1. Leave it wide, but maybe not as wide as before. Turn those right toes out. So now we have a little bit of resistance working into moving and rotating those toes out, strengthening some of those ankle muscles. You can scoot the foot closer into the middle if you need less work, farther out if you would like a little bit more. Almost there with this one. Good. And then take it all the way out and give me a little pulse there of the foot. So we're not bringing it all the way back in. You're gonna feel those muscles warm up right away. They're gonna be talking to you, letting you know that this is work. Keep that knee nice and stable over the ankle. No pain, no pressure in there. And release that on in. Go ahead and take the right foot out and center up that band over the left foot. Check your placement, that it is secure. This is not something you wanna rush through. Left knee lifts a little bit, heel drives down to the floor, and lift in. Watch your band. Watch how that foot is moving. Keep those toes up. Focus on your breathing. Focus on your form. Nice tall spine. Core muscles pulled in, working to support that low back. Very good job here. You've got this. I feel this too. This is a great workout today. We will end this workout with a very nice leg and sciatic and low back stretch. So if you are concerned with challenging yourself today because you might be really sore, we will help you get some of that tension out of the body. You have just a few more here. And go ahead, bring that in. Don't release that band. Just set that left foot to the floor. Step the right foot back into the center of it. Lengthen up those bands to the sides, more or less depending on what you need. And we're gonna step out with that left leg now, making sure that that knee is moving over the ankle. Nice, stacking in the joints there. My right knee, my belly button, my midline of the body is staying to the center. I'm not turning with my leg. Good, nice work here for the outer thighs, kind of the outside of those glute muscles, and for the hips as well. Don't let that leg fly back in really quick. You move the band. Don't let the band move you. So push and then resist the pull nice and easy on your way back in. Very good. You are doing wonderful. Hang in here just a little bit more. I love working out with the bands because they travel easy. So easy to adjust your resistance. You don't have to switch out dumbbells and kind of interrupt the set. You can just lengthen or tighten up depending on what you need. Last one here. Very good. Now draw it in just a little bit, but not all the way, and turn those toes out, keeping the knee again over the ankle. Make sure that this right leg is staying nice and solid so it's not starting to cave in. You've got a little bit of work there in this right leg too. So if you feel work in different areas, but on both sides, you are not imagining it. Very good. Go ahead here. One more, leave that out. And then take those little pulses, so we're not letting those toes come all the way back in front of the knee and ankle. We're keeping them out to this left side, pulsing nice and strong, getting these ankles and feet working here today. Nice, good leg work as well. Awesome. We already have the band around both legs, so we're gonna use that to our advantage here in a minute. Let's do 3, 2, 1. Bring it back in. You have your long handles if you're working with your long band, and we'll just step each leg out, alternating. Make sure that your band is still secure underneath the feet, so as the foot comes back in, step it down. So when the other foot comes out, the band is securely anchored down to the floor. That is kind of the only downside to these bands. You really have to bring a lot of awareness to the placement and keeping that band connected to where you want it to be so that it doesn't roll away and get you. Very good. You should feel the outsides of those legs working here. You are almost there. Awesome job. One more set, right and left to the center. Cross the handles over the top if that's accessible, or you can just undo the band and take it all the way underneath the feet, and we're just going to pulse out. You can see that I've just got my hands anchored here so that they're not able to pull really far. You can bring those feet closer together as those knees open wide. It's not a big movement, so you don't need a lot of extra band to work with here. The resistance can be a little bit tight because we're not moving real far. Very good. Almost there. And then try to keep those feet flat on the floor this time and take those knees out. So now we're challenging the ankles to move just a little bit further while we're keeping those feet flat on the floor. You're gonna feel a little bit of work in there because that foot is gonna wanna roll up, and you're gonna use a little bit of those feet muscles to keep them down towards the floor and release. A beautiful job there. All the tension comes off of the band, and then you can step off of it nice and easy. Take it up around both of the thighs, cross it over to the top. You want a little bit of room. It doesn't need to be really tight. You can always adjust if it's too much or not enough. We're gonna draw this right leg up here, and now we're gonna lift it open and take it down. Up, open, in, and down. So good work here for those quadricep muscles, keeping that knee joint nice and stable. If you need to tighten your band, go ahead. Don't open this leg so far to the right that you feel like you need to turn with it. It is not about distance. It's just about finding the work and giving yourself a little bit of a pause right there. So don't rush through this. I know it can be really tempting. Sometimes we just want to get it over with. When I'm working out, if you tell me I got 10, I want to get them done, but really give yourself the chance to slow down. Let these leg muscles work. Beautiful job. This is it here for this side. Take it in, and we'll do same thing right here on the left. Lift that leg, and then go ahead, swing that out and set it down. Quadriceps and hips working here. You can see I have my fingers curled around the band. That's just preventing it from digging in on the leg muscles, which can be a little uncomfortable. This is a great exercise if you have a wider booty band, because then you don't have to hold it and it doesn't dig in. But for the sake of not having an overwhelming amount of equipment, I'm just gonna stick with the long band here today. Set that one down, very good. Legs are working, you are doing awesome. Keep going here with me. Make sure that that right leg is anchoring you and staying nice and stable. It's not moving and being pulled as this left leg works. Very good. Last one here. Finish out this set, take it down. Now, that band is going to stay around, connected underneath those legs, and we're just gonna turn to the left side of the chair, and you wanna make sure that this right leg can move freely here. Go ahead, step it back and up. So we're working on the backs of the legs a little bit here. You can tighten the band or loosen it, like always. Adjust the resistance. So easy to do here with these bands. Does not have to be a big movement. You can modify and tighten it up a little bit if that feels better for you. Good. Let this leg work. Awesome job here. Last one right here. Take it in, you guessed it. Rotate on over, face the right side, and now the left leg is free to work here. Adjust yourself where you have a good position. You can hold both bands in one hand and grab the back of the chair. This leg isn't quite as strong on this side. So sometimes I feel like I need a little extra support. It's okay if you do too. Same work. Try to keep it even. If you have one leg that's a little bit weaker than the other one, we do want to try to even them out over time. It can be very appealing to take it easier on your weaker leg, but in the long run, that doesn't really improve things. We want it to catch up. You don't want one good leg and one okay leg. Two good legs. Keep working here. Excellent job. Nice. Creaky chair. Very good. Just a few more here. Hopefully those legs are talking to you a little bit. I don't want this to be completely easy. I want this to be a challenging workout. You have one more. Bring it in. Beautiful job. Face yourself to the front and go ahead and take that band and take it under the heels a little bit. Now, because it's under the heels, the chances of it flying up towards your face are a little bit slimmer because your toes are going to stay connected to the ground. So I want you to place those ankles under the knees. Get the toes in front of the ankles, so nice stacking through the joints. Check and see where your band is under those heels. Get it into a position where you feel like it's secure. And you can see what I'm doing here. I'm gonna hold my hands here and I'm just gonna push those heels down towards the floor. So it's a little bit of a reverse on a calf raise. So instead of lifting against the resistance and pushing up, we're pushing down. Good. So you should feel some work here, but it shouldn't be crazy difficult. If it feels like it's too much, just lower that band. Lift the heels, keep those toes connected. Heels stay down. Make sure that you're sitting nice and tall. Those abs are pulled in and that you are watching where your band is. Make sure that it is staying in place. Don't let it sneak out and escape on you. Beautiful here. Let's do 3 more. 2 and 1. Awesome job. cross that band on over and march one leg up and down. So you have the resistance of this band crossing over the top, straight up and straight down. So no lifting to the side this time. Watch where that band is going underneath the feet. You can even kind of let it roll to more of the middle of the arch of the foot. Want to make sure you're wearing shoes because the arch of the foot is sensitive. Hang in here, nice, slow march. Awesome job with the band portion of this workout. If you have made it this far, you are in luck because you are just about done, and we're gonna get to those amazing stretches for the sciatic area. Let's take one more set here. Right and left. Release the handles, release the tension on the band, lift the heels, and then go ahead. You can just take that to the back of your chair here. You don't want anything on the floor that you could possibly trip over. And go ahead, draw yourself nice and tall. Inhale, take that body up. We're gonna start with the low back first. So we're gonna turn those hands on into the thighs, scoot those hips back, and then inhale, just straighten here. Exhale, arch it back. Inhale, forward. Hug those abs in. Exhale and inhale. Try to slow down the inhale and the exhale. Let that heart rate work itself down nice and easy. Inhale and exhale. This time, inhale, come to the front, and then exhale, just look over the right shoulder. Inhale to the center, and exhale over the left. Very good. One more time with that. Inhale, exhale to the right. Again, exhale to the left. And then draw that on in. Roll the spine up nice and tall. And then as you exhale, just kind of let it roll forward. You can rest the hands on the thighs, take the head forward. If flexibility allows and it feels good in your body, you can come all the way down and kind of put fingertips on the floor or a yoga block if you have one. And then gently roll it on up. From there, we're gonna take this right leg up and over. All the time that you need to get there, it could take a couple steps. Some days, a little bit easier to get here than others. Well, once you are here, sit on up nice and tall and just kind of let the breath relax. Ease into this hip a little bit, so don't back away and kind of slouch out of the stretch. Stay nice and tall. Very good. And then we'll just gently cross that left arm over, taking a little bit of a back stretch here. Hug those abs in, shoulders stay out of the ears. A lot of times we get into the tightness of a stretch and we really fight and resist it by tightening up through the body as well. So just relax, let that all go. Take it back to the center and then see if this time, if you're able just to go a little bit further with this one here, deepen into that whole outer stretch. And then see if it feels good to find a little bit of movement in the upper body. So the hips are gonna stay very heavy and connected to your chair, but you're just gonna kind of let the upper body sway side to side. And then ease that one back on down. We'll swap them out here. Draw the left leg up. Sit on up, nice and tall. Good deep breath in to lengthen, and then exhale to soften, and just relax here a little bit. Lean the body forward until you feel that stretch on the outside there. Good, just kind of sit with it for a second, and then we'll cross the right hand over this leg. Again, nice good deep breath in. Exhale, gentle twist here to the left side. Hug those abs in. And then release it back to the front and see if you can again deepen a little bit further into that hip stretch. We will find or allow for some gentle movement here, but just sit with this for a second first. And then make sure those hips are nice and heavy. And you can sway the upper body side to side, looking for any areas of tension or anything that might need more attention and care. Really let yourself slow down and pay attention to your body here. What feels good? What feels like it might need a little bit of work? Awesome job there. And then go ahead, slide that one on down. Lift those heels, sit back in the chair, and as you do, lift those heels, kind of start sliding those toes in until you feel that stretch in through the front of the ankle there. And then release them back down. Go ahead, let that right leg sweep on up, pull those toes all the way in towards you. You can even give a little assist from the left hand. Pull very gently, be nice to yourself. Set that one down, same thing here. On the left side, swing it up, pull those toes back. Maybe you feel enough of a stretch. If not, little bit of help here with this right hand. Just a little bit of weight, not a yank or a forceful pull. Ease that on back down, sit on up. Nice and tall, good deep breath in, and then let the body settle all the way down. You guys, thank you so much for joining me for another workout. I hope that you loved it as much as I loved being here with you for it. Thank you for watching. Until our next workout, you guys take good care of yourselves, and I will see you again very soon.